Hello, guys. So, what's been going on? How's everybody doing? It's Good Friday and Easter weekend, and there's a lot that's gone on in the past day or so in this Sebastian Rogers case. It just seems like there's information coming from all directions with this case, and I don't know, it's not streamlined. It's, you know, Mr. Rogers. Sorry, that just sounds funny. I hadn't thought about it like that. It's Seth Rogers, Mr. Rogers. He has his side, like they say, and then the Proudfoots have their side, and then the truth, right? We've heard this now, and it's really how it's been, right? and then we, the TBI, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, I haven't really heard a lot from them, although they're not local to me. And it's been over a month, but it seems like this case is getting larger by the day and not smaller, which is good. That's a good thing. That's definitely in large part due to Sebastian Rogers' father, I think. He's holding out such great hope for finding his son. And while the Proudfoots did seem to be on this sort of tour in the past couple of weeks with interviews, ending with the most recent Nancy Grace interview, Mr. Rogers, over the past, I feel like, day or two, has just done a blitz of interviews. And last night he did just a really good one on Dolly Vision. And if you didn't catch it, you definitely should. He looked really happy in the interview, guys. He just looked like the cat who ate the canary or something. Like he's just got something that he found out that gives him hope. And that's just, you can't help but feel good about that. So there were a few things that I looked at over the past couple of days. The first one was there was an audio clip. So let's see if I can find that. It's an audio clip of Fox News, and basically they interviewed him right after he had met with TBI. And here's the reporter talking to Seth at that time. So I'm just going to play that and you can hear it, hopefully.
Meeting with TBI today, did you find out any new information?
Not that I can discuss.
Any progression that might show hope in this search?
Oh, I always have hope. Can't take that away from me.
And how confident are you that Sebastian is alive, and what do you think he's doing right now?
Pretty sure he's probably playing video games somewhere. Nobody's letting him, whoever's got him, they're not letting him see the regular news. They're not letting him surf the internet. Or else he'd know that I'm looking for him. And he'd know that he should actually be trying to get a hold of me. And that keeps me going.
Is there a strong reason to believe he may have been abducted? Katie and Chris.
So that's pretty interesting, right, guys? He is holding out a lot of hope. And he mentions there he had just met with TBI, and Chris Proudfoot, the stepdad, and Katie Proudfoot, the mom, were both present. So all three were present. And when the reporter asks if he can give an update, he says no. But then later on, when he goes on to Dolly Vision and he's speaking with Dolly, he says this, and this is real. He says a lot of things, but this one really caught my attention.
You said he wouldn't.
Still not asking the right question.
Okay, well, tell me what the right question is there, Seth. What do you got? What do you know, Seth, that we don't know? Can you tell us what you know?
I had more meetings today afterwards.
You got, okay, say that one more time.
I had 2 more meetings afterwards.
After you seen the video?
I had 2 more meetings afterwards. I had meetings planned all day today.
With TBI, law enforcement? Okay, you met with somebody else?
Yeah.
Is it
the
the FBI?
Happy? Huh?
Is it the FBI?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, why you happy?
More information that I didn't have before.
Oh, all right, let's get it. Let's get it, Seth.
Just more information.
Okay.
Now, see, I already told them I'm running my own investigation as well.
Uh-huh. And you said he wouldn't.
Still not asking the right question.
Okay, well, tell me what the right.
He's saying he's laughing when he says this. He's like, "You're still not asking the right question." It's like he's teasing Dolly or like busting stones. And but I don't know if you could catch it. The audio might not be great, and there is a little like mumbling on that end anyway. But basically, you know, he says, "Did you meet with TBI?" And he's like, "No," meaning that's not what he's talking about here. And that's not the information he's discussing here. FBI, no, although he does say he didn't talk to FBI. And essentially the information that he says is that he saw the video, and it's a video that he's been wanting to see for a while. And the video was the night that they went to dinner, that Sebastian and his mother Katie went to dinner, which I believe was I think you guys have to let me know if this was the right night I'm thinking of. Was the night before, before he went missing. And he wanted to see that video. I guess it was proof of life for him. So he was able to view that video, and something in that video has him smiling. And I'm not sure what it is, but he did get to view that video, and that was not presented to him by TBI. So he then says that he has been conducting his own investigation, that the police know about it. And so what it sounds like is he's got a private investigator or multiple investigators helping him out gathering information. So there were a few other really interesting pearls in both the Dolly interview as well as the Fox News interview. They bring up the lights, the lights that we were all looking at and wondering, what are those? Is that someone meeting Sebastian out at nighttime, abducting him, or meeting him to entice him to run away or something like that? And he tells the news reporter and Dolly both that no, that's a garbage truck. And I know there were some discussions about at 3 a.m. there's a garbage truck. And I know a lot of people know that garbage trucks can get up, that people do start collecting trash that early. But the video, the DVR, he said, is stuck on the wrong time, he said. So I guess his contention is that it's actually 5 a.m. that the trash is being picked up, and that the guy's DVR recorder is stuck at 3:11 a.m. and that he watched the thing for 10 minutes and it was still at 3:11 when it finished. And so it was actually 5 a.m. that those lights were seen in the backyard. And so I don't know. I mean, I think that kind of sounds like BS to me, but you have to let me know what you think. So, and he said to the reporter as well that it was a garbage truck, but he didn't give her that much of an in-depth explanation. He also alludes a little bit to the fact that his son is, maybe out in the woods somewhere. He reiterates again and again that his son is somewhere without access to the internet. And so that kind of gets rid of that theory I've seen going around already that maybe he's happy because he sees that his son has logged in on a gamer like using a gamer tag, and that's how he knows his son is still alive, and that's why he's saying his son is playing video games. And honestly, it does seem kind of illogical to think that his son is playing video games but doesn't have access to the internet. So I'm not entirely sure how that would work, if he's just overly optimistic, if he's being purposeful in terms of some sort of misdirection. It's hard to know, really. Like, even with this garbage truck pickup, 5 a.m., 3 a.m., I'm not sure if I heard the police discuss that at all. I'm not sure if I heard the police discuss really much of anything in this case. I'm not saying they're not doing anything. I did look at some of the reporting done by Nick Barris at the command center, and you can see that the search done by EMA and TBI is pretty extensive. So another thing that he mentions in the interview with Dolly Vision is that Sebastian does have a history of seizures. And so he said he hadn't had any seizures in years. But I thought that was interesting to point out, because that would be a reason why Sebastian might be taking medication every day. Seizures are something that typically, you can have them and then stop having them and then not need to take medication anymore. And that's not unusual. I don't know what Sebastian's history is in terms of his seizures. Typically, if you don't have them for years, you can stop the medication. I don't know if that's why he's on the medication. So this is all just me hypothesizing, but that's certainly a possibility as to what maybe a medication was that he was on. Maybe he was taking medicine for seizures. That would be concerning for sure if he has seizures and he's not taking medicine for it. But that's just a possibility. His dad doesn't seem to be concerned about it, and he said that that's something he's had in the past and hasn't had for years. He asked him about searching. He said, "Are you going to be searching, today, basically?" And he said, no, he's a Catholic and he's going to take the day off. It's Good Friday, and he's really just hoping for something something really special to happen for him. And he's just really praying and hoping for something good. And he does believe that his son is alive, and he's hoping that, he's just hoping that, that he's gonna be found soon. And so it's just a lot of optimism coming from Mr. Rogers in that interview with Dolly Vision. It's just a great interview, so I definitely recommend you go check it out. Then back to the whole United Cajun Navy drama. I just want to pick up with that a little bit, because I do think that they got some slack that was, I think, probably unnecessary. They are still volunteering in the area. They're meeting today, March 29th at 10 a.m. In Hendersonville at 90 Volunteer Drive. And it says, "We've heard and understand the need volunteers have for more lead time to be available to join the UCN search. And after talking with many of you, we have decided the time is right to announce the day prior." So they posted this yesterday. And so they need volunteers in the search and volunteers to hand out flyers. They have 25,000 ready to spread the word for Sebastian, and they're thanking everyone. They appreciate the advocacy and volunteerism. So that's on their Facebook page. And then Sebastian's grandmother also posted something on Facebook, and she was, I think, kind of upset that people were bashing this United Cajun Navy group. She's saying that, she wishes that the drama would stop. She says, please, please stop all this negativity. At this point, searches need to be organized with focus on finding Sebastian and securing any evidence. I have vetted the UNC myself. Seth has vetted them. If you want to help with the search, then do it in conjunction with them. These guys are all volunteer. They are here at the request of the Rogers family. They have received multiple death threats. How is this helping the search for my grandson? Please help the UCN in any way you can to help find my grandson. If you cannot search, then supply food, portable toilets, etc. The focus should not be on the Proudfoot YouTubers, TikTokers, or anyone other than Sebastian. The focus is Sebastian and Sebastian alone. Nothing else is relevant. Nothing else matters. So that's Robin Rogers pleading, please, to work with the United Cajun Navy and stop the negativity. So I just thought I'd kind of put that out there. And here I am, a YouTuber, putting it out there. But just thought I'd put that out there anyway. So I thought I thought it would be helpful, though, if anybody is in that area or headed to that area. And then the last thing I just wanted to say was that people are saying, Seth said that they're not suspects, but that's not really what Seth said. What Seth said was, when they asked him if any of the three parents were being investigated as potential suspects, what Seth said was, the investigation is still ongoing. We wouldn't be cleared until the investigation is done. But currently, from my understanding, they don't have any information that would attach us to any wrongdoing, which makes sense, right? So, yeah, nobody's really cleared, right, until the investigation is completed, which it's not. So, and from his understanding, there's nothing that's attaching any wrongdoing to any of them. But then again, we're not privy to everything that's out there. So that's really what I've got so far today, but who knows? The day is young, it's very early. And I just wanted to give a little update on the Sebastian Rogers case. A lot is going on with that just in the past 24 hours, and a lot of optimism. And I hope that it's all founded. So hope you guys have a good Friday, and I'll probably be back later with another update. Take care, guys.